Alright, I got on this as soon as I could. I have a face cam because I actually want to react to this 30 minutes ago, so I would say I'm late actually. So yeah, maintenance update November 2023 preview. So it's not patch notes, it's a preview for the upcoming update. It's actually slightly sooner than I thought. And I saw a little bit. I know one big thing already, it's a seasonal content toggle, but I saw something else that I think is going to be pretty exciting. So I haven't actually read this yet, so we go through it together, or at least I'm going to go through it, like, it's my first time reading it. So, hello miners, November's just around the corner, which means it's almost time for the first maintenance update that we mentioned in our recent roadmap. We wanted to give you a quick overview of what we're focusing on, just so you know what to expect. Among smaller tweaks and fixes, we'll be using this to introduce two bigger features. The first being a toggle option for seasonal content like Rockpox, and the second being a new weapon maintenance reward system. What the hell is that? It sounds amazing. Let's take those two big ones first and we'll cover the rest down below. Introducing a toggle option for seasonal content. We heard your concerns about this season's lithophage events getting stale, so addressing that is our main focus for this update. And it's not unreasonable. It's been... Well, by the time this comes out, it would have been a year. So it's a natural time for, you know, just the themed content to be phased out, you know, because, you know, if we take the seasonal model over the past 2 years since it started, we've had themes last a year, even if we've had multiple seasons per year. So it makes perfect sense. I don't think this is something that we should have expected. Although I guess there's a strange thing to think about the fact that they kind of needed to have this massive wait for them to do this anyway. As in, I felt like the reaction is the main reason they're doing this, which I think is a little bit weird, but that's fine because they're doing it. Maybe I can explain it better at a later date. Once you complete the Season 4 Performance Pass... Oh, shit, hold on. We'll be adding an optional check box at the end of the Performance Pass for those of you that want to put your game into a season-neutral state until Season 5 arrives. Once you complete the Season 4 Performance Pass, you'll have the option to disable seasonal content in Deep Rock Galactic. You can always switch it back on, of course. If you uncheck the box, lithophage corruption zone will disappear, the chance of encountering lithophage outbreak warnings will become equal to other warnings, and Rockpox enemies will not spawn outside of lithophage warnings and events. See, that's weird, because I would keep the Rockpox as a swarm type. I think that's actually perfectly fine. Of course, doing this will make it harder to obtain plague hearts, as these come from Meteorite and Corruptor events, and it will also be harder to complete lithophage outbreak season challenges, as these require the lithophage outbreak warning. Again, all of this is completely optional, and you can always turn it back on, so here's sort of the visual for it. Well done, Miner. You've defended the planet, your colleagues, and our profit margins against the Rockpox menace. You've shown a steady resolve against the worst this plague could throw at you. From lithophage outbreaks to corruptors, many dwarves fell where you triumphed, and for that you've earned our respect. In recognition of your hard work, management has approved you to be relieved of your lithophage duties, should you choose to... whatever that means. This is a placeholder image, though. I don't think it will look exactly like this in-game. Because it's sort of showing sort of random stuff. There's purple scripts here. They've used concept art as the background. The Mark III engineer suit is in the past for some reason. Whatever, it's just a placeholder. Okay, that's great. So you can opt out of seasonal content, basically. I guess it sounds a little bit odd. I feel like it's not explaining too well whether or not the performance pass is still available. I mean, because it's... And the reason why maybe it should be is because it represents a form of progression for you to engage in, you know, getting those credits, those 500 credit rewards. It's not much, but then also you still have the level to level up. I feel like you should probably still have the pass active even if you opt out. I don't know if that's the case, though. I don't think it really... Either way, the new weapon maintenance reward system, this is the juice, basically, because we expected that, and it's very good that they're doing that, the opting out of seasonal content, obviously. It's huge, right? It's actually really significant, but it's expected as well. The unexpected is always more interesting, let's be honest. Okay, we said these maintenance updates won't add any new content, but we've got a surprise for you. We're introducing the weapon maintenance system to reward proficiency with different weapons and give some extra shine to your favourite firearms. No tricky gameplay-specific gimmicks here, just a straightforward reward for playing with the guns you like best. Once you earn enough XP with a specific weapon equipped, you will unlock a sweet new paint job for that gun, so you can show your friends how much you love shooting. So here it is, the weapon maintenance page for tracking and cashing in on rewards. So let's try and understand this before I read any more. So it's in the season terminal, it looks like, and has something to do with script. I'm not sure. There's a progress bar for each weapon. So it looks like it's a one... Ignore that thing, by the way, the show cheats. That's an experimental branch thing. That's not like an actual feature, don't worry. So it looks like there's a progress bar for each one, and you just get a paint job at the end. I don't know if this is going to be like a season thing. I think I should probably read more. this is going to be a seasonal feature. So with every new season in the future, there'll be a special paint job you can earn for every weapon. We're also making this retroactive, so when it launches in November, you'll have 4 paint jobs to earn for each weapon. 1 for every season up to now. Oh shit. Sometimes it's easy to doubt you, but you also make it so easy to love you. The new weapon mastery color schemes are Model 1 Yellow Jacket, Model 2 Cobalt Crackle, Model 3 Heroic, and Model 4 Grasshopper. Weapons 3 minors, and here they are. It phases through each of them. So the first one, Yellow Jacket, is that one that just passed by. It's that one. Then Cobalt Crackle, Heroic, and Grasshopper. Not bad at all. It sort of matched the different classes as well, I guess, which kind of makes sense. What's in the rest of the update, though? God, this is fucking fantastic, genuinely. It's almost like its own seasonal content, really. I mean, guys, come on. What's in the rest of the update? On top of these 2 features, we've got a number of other things we're working on for this update. Here's the rest of our to-do list. Nerfing the Stingtail, specifically. We're increasing the cooldown on its grab attack, especially after successful grab, so you won't be getting yoinked all over the place as much. We'll also be tweaking health and elemental resistances, so it's less of a pain to take down solo. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think the, yeah, we'll just have to see. I don't think those changes are inherently bad. I don't know if that's inherently hitting it on the head either, but whatever. Rockpox mitigation. So is this a standalone change separate from opting out? We've been looking at simple ways to make rockpox effects less harsh, like making it easier to break out of when you're stuck. Final tweak still to be decided here. Well, yeah, it's a big debate internally as far as we know about sort of the rockpox challenge of trying to break free of the infection once you're infected, and they have a sort of a weird stance on it where they think it represents a valuable challenge, even though it kind of just objectively doesn't, because it's just a move, like, you know, just spam left stick, left and right, and it's kind of just annoying. It's not actually a valuable challenge. But yeah, they're still addressing the things that they should be addressing, and that's always a good sign. Weapon and overclock balance tweaks. I'm actually very thankful to hear that. I wasn't expecting weapon tweaks in this update. So yeah, that's good. Just a bit of routine balancing for different weapons and overclocks. These are shaping up to be mostly buff. So don't worry about your favourite gun getting nerfed to bits. This is very good. These changes are always exciting. Bug fixes. There's a sizable queue of bugs to address, but we're still working out which one is the highest priority for this update. I can't actually put my finger on any major bugs, to be honest. But whatever. Increasing the game stability is good. Some typo corrections. Typo corrections are obviously nothing. They should be done, obviously, but I'm not going to, dote on them. We're still working on implementing all this, and we're aiming to have everything finished for a mid-November release. Absolutely fair. That's not long away at all. When the update drops, we'll share more specifics about balance tweaks, rockpox reductions, and bug fixes. Thanks to everyone who's shared their opinion on our plans for Deep Rock Galactic lately. We understand that all those feelings, from frustration to excitement, come from a place of passion. Glad you care enough about the game to weigh in. You're welcome, because we've obviously contributed to that. I would say in a pretty well-mediated manner. I don't think we've been too extreme. I think we've given them the right feedback. So we'll talk about it, obviously. I mean, I'll have to talk to Tyler about this, because there's a very strong chance we might just straight up do a podcast on this week. It's very possible, although maybe it'd be best to wait and see how people respond to it. The idea of the changes. Obviously, we kind of got caught out. I was planning on doing a episode or video where we very specifically outline what should be in this update, but the truth is, they did everything I was going to say, and they went beyond it as well. Obviously, this isn't literally the biggest thing ever, but it is a new progression reward system that they're going to expand on every season. I guess the thing I worry about is how long it's going to take. This, to me, is the kind of thing that should take a while to progress. But it's still a really good thing. It's fantastic, frankly. And I have no complaints. I mean, I still have ideas of where I would have gone for long-term progression, but it's an actual new system. We didn't think we were going to get any of that. I mean, that guy who said that the first maintenance update has a chance to be better than Season 4 was right. I think this is going to definitely be better than Season 4 in terms of the response to it. So thank you, Ghost Ship, and thank you guys for tuning in as always. If you enjoyed this, if you want to stay on top of everything else to do with this update specifically, and of course all news related to Deep Rock and Road Core, please subscribe and click the bell. I'm really excited. We'll talk about this soon, I'm sure. We will talk about it soon, even if it's next week. So yeah, once again, thank you, and I'll see you next time.